3, 2, 1, go.
There you go. You got it. There you go.
15 seconds.
Come on, you got it.
5 seconds. Time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Brandon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
30 seconds.
13.
You got it.
Come on, Brandon. 14, 15, 16,
15 seconds.
You got it. One more. Woo! Nice.
Five, 10. Here we go. 15, 20, 25,
Lock it in, embrace the pain.
30, 35,
Just about there.
40, 48, come on.
Come on, keep them up. Keep them up.
45,
Just a little bit longer.
50,
Keep going, man.
51.8. All right. Get set. Left. Come on, Brandon.
Speedy, speedy.
Here we go.
Stay tight, stay tight. You got it. Come on, come on, come on. Got it.
20.7.
Wait.
The weight. Athlete, get set. Left. Come on, get the big stone. There you go, wrap it.
Got it.
Oh, you got it, got it, got it. Yeah! Let's go! Woo! 15.5. Wow.
Oh, Michelle. Second place in the men's novice division, Derek. First place in the men's novice division, and no longer qualified for novice anymore, Brandon. Thank you. Second place in the men's middleweight division, Aiden Walsh. First place in the men's middleweight division, Graham. Thank you. I want to give Graham another a hand because he helped out loading events too. So, I want to thank the Beta Sigma Phi ladies for coming out running our concession stand. Have the Highlanders been in yet to eat? No. Okay. They got to be here a little while longer because all the kilted folk have to come over and eat still.
So if you guys want to watch them throw, it's pretty impressive. You can head out that way when we're done here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It looks like we're not going to have any of the dogs here this year. I was hoping they'd make it by noon, but doesn't look like it. I want to give you all my thanks for coming again. If you want any equipment, let me know. And hopefully we'll see you all again next year. Good job, good job.
Okay, what's up, guys? So that was the contest footage. It is now the day after. So basically after the contest, just a couple of days of just chilling out, you know, eating some stuff I haven't eaten, a couple of cheat meals, and just relax. But it turned out good. First place. Can't say I expected that. That's always the goal in every competition. I mean, if you're not going there to win, you know, it's...
May as well stay home.
I mean, yeah, I've done competitions where I knew I wasn't going. I mean, when I did the powerlifting meet, it was not my goal to win. It was really just to see what it was like. And I really wanted to see how far I could push my body strength-wise. And that was kind of what I was doing here, but I felt a little bit more comfortable doing strongman meet only because it seems like my body goes really well with it. It just seems like the powerlifting, my bench sucks. You know, I always get really bad shoulder problems when I bench a lot. My squat's always been an issue. Not horrible, but it could be a lot better. But I've always been a good deadlifter. And strongman is all about picking stuff up off the ground. It's most of what it is. It's just a lot of back strength. So I just felt a little bit more like I had a better chance to win in this. It's a much smaller meet. So there was only, they say there was 13 people total. 2 didn't show up, but they were in the Masters division. And then, well, actually 3, so one other guy didn't show. And he was in my class too. So we had originally 7 people. 1 didn't show, so there was 6 people total, including myself. So, yeah, I really can't say I expected to pull in first. So, all the other guys there, I mean, I had never met any of them, but there was a couple of them. This was their first one as well. There's another guy that had done a few meets in the past, so he was doing this one. And there really wasn't any other divisions hardly. It was mostly novice, and then there was a few guys in the middleweight. That was it. At my surprise, there was a couple women that did the women's divisions, but they weren't even on the roster before, so they must have signed up at the last minute or something. But I don't know.
That'll be me next year.
What's that?
I said that'll be me next year.
Yeah, hopefully. As far as the events go, I'll give you a little commentating. I kind of just wanted to. I didn't do any commentating for the contest, like during the contest. I just wanted it to be more raw. You know, just you could hear the people in the background, you could hear the announcers, stuff like that. Just kind of more just like fly on the wall type of just watching the event type thing. So I didn't really want to put in any commentary. So I just can explain kind of what my experience was. But first, I want to say the athletes were awesome. So a couple of them actually watched the video. So if you guys are watching, thank you for subscribing and following. And I hope everybody that does not know these guys, go check them out. So we've got Eric Libby, Joe, I'm gonna butcher this last name, I'm sorry Joe, Inabnet. I'm gonna put the score sheet up at the end of the video here so you guys can see the athlete's name and stuff like that. Go check them out. These guys are probably gonna do some big things because they surprised me. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. So with strongman, it's like you don't even know. Like with bodybuilding, it's so different. You go there, as soon as the guy takes his shirt off, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose. Like right away. So it's very hard in strongman to tell what people are actually capable of. It doesn't matter what you look like, how tall you are. I mean, I'll say first off right now, it doesn't matter how tall you are because I was the shortest guy there, besides one, I think.
I think he's the same height as you.
Yeah.
I think Derek was the tallest. Derek or Joe?
Joe was the tallest. Everybody was tall, and everybody was taller than me for sure. And I placed first, so I mean, you can do it if you're shorter. Now at a different meet, it might be a little different. Loading Atlas stones to something higher than a barrel, yeah, that's probably going to be more difficult for me, but it doesn't mean it can't be done. Yeah, you got Eric Libby, you got Joe, Derek Hubby, is that how you say it?
Hubby.
Yep. He's been doing it for a while, so it was awesome to meet you, Derek, and compete against you. It was awesome. Who else was there? Can't remember everybody's name. Like I said, I'll put it up at the end, and you guys can see the other athletes that were there, where they place, and all that kind of stuff, and how the point system works and everything.
They were all very good dudes.
Very cool. We were there for 10 minutes, and first one that came up to me was Joe, and said that he'd been watching the videos and knew my name right off the bat and stuff. So it's really cool to have that, and that's one of the things that I kind of had thought would happen with this channel too, is that I'd be able to meet more people, and people could meet me through here. And then when I see them at contests, it's like they already kind of know me a little bit, and it's easy to get to know people when they kind of know who you are to a certain extent. So the first event we did was log. I had an issue with balance on that one, so my strength felt really good. Didn't even really think that the ground might not be perfectly even like it is at, my garage. So I kept stumbling backwards a little bit. You can kind of see that, and it started pulling a lot of energy out of me, just trying to hold the log in the rack position for that entire time while I was trying to recorrect my balance and stuff. So
There was a little slope.
what's that?
There was a little slope.
There was a little bit.
Like
of
the
slope.
tiniest one. You wouldn't even be able to see it.
You couldn't see it. I wasn't even thinking about it. I thought it was just a log. Like the first warm-ups that I did, I could tell I stumbled back a little bit. I was like, oh, I'll just kind of re-grip a little bit, which helped, but when the contest weight kind of changed a little bit. So looking up into the clouds was making me dizzy too, and I should have remembered that and done some outside training with the log, because you can't really find your center of like where you're at. The clouds are moving and there's nothing around. You're just staring up at the ceiling, or not the ceiling, staring up at the sky. So losing my balance a little bit, plus staring at clouds, actually made me dizzy, which would screw me up. So I only got 5 reps, as you guys saw. The best I've done is 8 or 9. I have it up on the wall. But as far as the next event, I felt a lot more comfortable with the deadlifts, especially with the tires on there. Like I said, It's lifted up to about 18 inches, which for me is easier. I completely forgot to switch into my deadlifting shoes, but it actually didn't make any difference considering it's higher up. I really like the deadlifting shoes or no shoes for deadlift from the floor, but since it was raised up, it was fine. So I got more reps than I was planning. My goal was 15, and I thought I might have been overshooting a little bit mentally, but I like to set goals a little high. So I set it for 15 and I ended up getting 17.
Shout out to Joe for getting 19.
Yeah, I was trying to chase you, Joe. That's why I went to 17 and almost fell backwards at the end. I got so dizzy, things went dark because I was like, I gotta get 20.
And as you see Joe in the background of the videos, I told him the power is in the anime suit.
Yep.
So they all needed to get anime suits.
So deadlift went great. I got second in that one.
Second. Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, sorry.
She's a horrible Karen person today.
Dude, I'm doing it with my right hand because I'm trying to look at my left
Check
hand
this
so
out.
that
I'll
I
drive
can
and
show
do
you.
it. I'll drive and do it.
I can give me that. So I can tell you when we got to turn.
You think I've never done that before?
I know you have, but your road rage is ridiculous right now.
Right now?
Not right now, but it has been all the way down here.
Hasn't been. It was down here because I was all amped up and ready to go.
I about jumped out on the way down here because I was scared.
Dude, I'm not cutting none of this shit.
I don't care.
I'm not cutting none of it.
I don't care.
People can see how mean you are.
I'm mean. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna have a lot to cut.
Show how mean I am.
So, deadlift went fine. The next event was crucifix hold. I felt good about this one too. Being a bodybuilder, we have a lot of time under tension. We have a lot of muscle endurance with high reps and stuff, static holds, drop sets, and all that kind of stuff. So I felt pretty good about that going into it. The best I've ever done was 49 seconds. I did it once in training. After that, it was always below that, and I was just like, ugh. You know, my goal was just to at least get 49, 50. You know, luckily I got 40 or 51.
51
So I got first in that one.
was the old.
Yeah. After that was the yoke. And as I told you guys, I only done yoke a few times. And I got quicker on that than I did training as well. I don't know, just the yoke it felt the same as the one at home, but the uprights that I was holding onto were actually a little bit skinnier. It actually made it a little bit easier because I could really grip it and keep it stable. So it's kind of a shame that like when I first stood up and started going, I got about halfway down and I was like, oh, I can go faster than this. Like it felt good. So going down about halfway in, I was like, I need to speed up a little bit. Put it down, spun around as fast as I could, and brought it back and just hauled ass. So if I had kind of started off with a little bit more confidence instead of testing it out, if I had just gotten up and just hauled ass right away, I probably would have I think I would have taken that one too, but it's not a big deal. I still did well. I got top 3 in all the events, so you're not going to win all the events. It's just you're not going to. Is there anybody even in history who's ever won all the events? Like in World's Strongest Man?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
In the finals, when they had it stacked for Cheater Pumpkin Eater to win.
Yeah. But anyway, so you're typically not gonna.
Or not the finals, the heats, excuse me.
You got a slim chance in hell of ever winning every single event. So, but if you can place top 3, you're doing damn good. So, yeah. So we got log, deadlift, crucifix hold, yoke, and it came down to the last one, the loading medley. So the original plan that they had was an anvil down, turn around, come back, and then loading 1 stone. So they changed it when we got there, and they said, actually even before we got, like I said in the last video, they're gonna have 3 implements. I'm like, okay, we'll see how that goes, if they're gonna make us carry all of them or whatever. It actually turned into just a loading event. It just turned into a loading event, as you guys saw. I just had to pick it up and put it on. So that was really cool because I really want to do. I can't wait for Johnston to do the 4 stone loading.
Sorry, he's looking at the directions too. Exit 142.
Okay. So yeah, I was actually kind of pumped about that. So anvil was, let's say it was about like 140,
I think.
135 pounds. The lighter stone was 170, and then the heaviest one was 230 or 235. I think he said like 233 or something, but 230 for sure was that one. No tacky was allowed, so I made sure that I was at least dry. I used some chalk and didn't use too much chalk. Luckily the stones were not that smooth. They had a little texture to them, so that helps a lot if you can't use tacky. If they're really smooth, it's really hard to get a grip on it. So, and yeah, it went by in like a blink of an eye. I didn't even think. You know, my coach Travis, in a podcast of his, he said that that's what he used to do when he would load stones, and he would always load them faster than everybody else, like most of the time. He'd just grab and go. He's like, don't get reset between each stone, don't worry about your tack. He's like, just grab and go. If you're gonna do an issue, you're gonna do an issue, but just go. So that's all I did. I just hauled ass, and it worked out. I think the fastest time besides that one in my group was
33 something. So
33
you beat
seconds.
him by double the time.
Loading events, I feel pretty good about those. But as far as competition goes, you can't always rely on your strengths, because your strengths aren't always going to be at that contest, especially in strongman. In powerlifting, you can get away with a little bit more, but in strongman, you're not guaranteed that they're going to have your best events at all the shows. I mean, there's so many events to do, it's just ridiculous. And I'm not going to sit there and try and pick shows that got, you know, ones that I'm really good at. I want to be good at everything to a certain degree. I want to improve on everything at least. So I need to work on log, which I knew. Just need to work on the balance, maybe doing it outside, work on the strength a little bit.
And I'm not gonna lie, I cried when he won. But I cry a lot. I'm a baby. I cried when he won, but I don't care if he edits this out. At least he can hear me say it. I'm so proud of him. He worked his ass off. Even certain nights he didn't want to go to the gym. I would go in that lane since you have to be in that lane anyway. But anyway, certain nights when he wanted to sleep, I had to go. That's okay. You go ahead and sleep. I know you want to come in last place at the competition. And then he jumped right out of bed. So I had to be mean. But I am proud of him.
The last event, actually, I need to give a shout out to Joe for that last one. He went Super Saiyan on the last stone. He went, like, it looked like he wasn't gonna get it. He wasn't gonna get it. Went and grabbed a little more chalk, and he just got super pissed off. And it just went up like nothing. And I screamed at him like, "Yep, gotta get mad, gotta get mad." Oh, people are flipping each other off.
Yep.
You gotta love bigger cities.
Just get me back to the hotel. Anyway.
We're like right near the hotel. We finally see some violence going on. And this guy's in a fucking way. Oh, he's...
And yeah, shout out to Joe, because right here's our hotel.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you did. You just got undeniably pissed at something and you just lifted that fucker up like it was nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I do a lot of times when I know I'm gonna have a hard time lifting something, or if I'm already having a hard time and I didn't expect it. There's just something about just getting mad. It just gets super pissed off, and it just channels a lot of adrenaline. So that was cool to watch. I like seeing that when somebody's struggling for a second and then something just comes over them and they just get it. So yeah, he was, because not everybody lifted that stone. There was only 2 or 3 other guys that lifted the last one. So
You, Joe, and Eric in your class.
yeah.
He's got one coming up in October in Johnston. That one is a national qualifier, so we will be recording more.
Yep.
We spent all day today trying to find rock climbing shoes down here, and apparently they're just non-existent.
Yeah. Didn't do a lot of filming today just because we've just been kind of chilling at the hotel, and then we went to eat and got some shoes for her, looked for some shoes for me.
We watched some Arnold movies.
Yep, we did. Yeah, it's been like Arnold Day. They had Kindergarten Cop on actually the other day, and then they had twins on, and then Junior right after that.
Junior.
So yeah, thank you to everybody that came to watch. So Greg, Big G, Mock and Hop, and Allison, thank you guys for coming. Jesse and Hannah, thank you guys for coming.
And thank you for coming to breakfast at 6:30 in the morning, especially Hannah, because you are not a morning person.
Yeah, so I always greatly appreciate when people come to watch, and that's why I never ask anybody to come see my contests or expect or anything like that, because it's a drive. I mean, we don't have anything in Sioux City. I'm so happy that Sean is doing a meet in Sioux City, which they have one in South Sioux every year, but he's doing one at his own gym coming up. So I'm not gonna do that because I'm getting ready for the one at Johnston, so I just need to focus on that one. But I'll be there helping CJ. So we're definitely gonna be filming that. So that one's gonna be more watching me help CJ, watching CJ just crush the weights, because he's had a lot of time off to try and just heal his body and stuff like that. So I know he's gonna come back and just go crazy.
Because he's so old.
I know, he took some time off and he's still super crazy young, so he's gonna be all rested up and his strength's gonna through the roof. You know, he's already getting stronger. So because my very first contest, because a lot of people don't know this, but my very first contest was a bodybuilding contest, and it was back in 2013, and I had just moved here not even a year before that. Yeah, because I moved here in March 2012. Yeah, so it was, probably 9 months or something like that. Can't really remember, but it was within the first year that I lived here. I didn't really know a lot of people. I just kind of stuck to work and family and stuff like that. And I drove all the way to
My fingers is cool.
I drove all the way to Cedar Rapids from Sioux City, which I don't even remember how long of a drive that is. You do.
About 5 to 6 hours.
5
to 6.
5 to 6 hours. Yeah, I think it was like 5. I don't remember.
Yeah, because Holstein to Cedar Rapids is 4.
Yeah, so I drove 5 to 6 hours by myself to my first contest. I didn't know anybody in the bodybuilding community. I had just kind of started going to a gym, but they didn't have any competitors there. I mean, I did everything on my own, and I was fine with it. I just, it was just my own thing. And a couple people had surprised me. My grandmother showed up, and my buddy Bill showed up too, and it was just, it was really cool. So since then, it's been really cool when people come up and watch, because that very first contest, I was on my own. I didn't have anybody help me with meals. I didn't have a coach. I didn't have really anything. I didn't have anybody to lift with. That was kind of back when I was just mostly lifting by myself. So, but thanks for all the support, guys. Thanks for watching the videos. And thanks for those of you who are subscribed, and those of you who are not subscribed. What the fuck?
So subscribe and then go check out those other guys.
Go subscribe. So those of you who aren't subscribed, go subscribe. And it's still in effect, those of you who are in Sioux City or near Sioux City, actually even who aren't in Sioux City, because we ship at Complete Nutrition, you're going to get a discount if you subscribe. You just got to show me that you're subscribed. Send me a screenshot or come into the store and show me, or show CJ, whoever. So keep that in mind if you guys need any supplements. But until next time, see you guys later.